I've been in a very reflective space lately, and I think one of the most pivotal movements to impact the African consciousness and the creative economy and creative scene is the Blaxploitation era. Hi, this is Grotto Stories. When I say creek, you say crack. Creek? Thank you. It began in the late 60s as a social response to the Jim Crow era of America, but also a social response to post-colonialism and imperialism on the continent in Africa as well. Nigeria, Ghana, and Francophone Africa specifically. And what we see is a thriving ecosystem of a subgenre that is now studied across curriculum, academia, and has had so much impact even in the way we live our lives today in terms of positivity and consciousness, and also the spreading of our history and our shared stories, both on the continent and away from the continent, from the African polity to the African Americans, to the Black British polity, the Afro-Caribbean polity. This period, funny enough, even though there was no internet or social media at the time, really inspired great minds, from professors to teachers to literature, painters, poets, filmmakers, performance artists, you can name it, even all the way up to politicians. The genre, when we think about even its bleeding effect on the positive note, because there's the flip side to the genre being accused of perpetrating a lot of negative stereotypes also about Black people and their place in society at that point in time. However, I choose to stay on the positive side of things, where we look at scenes within some of these movies, how they would make sure there was art, there was dialogue between the characters. This whole consciousness now moves into the Nigerian ecosystem, the likes of Duro Ladipo, Hubert Ogunde, Adelove, even to our legends like Fela and Black Kuti, who was inspired by an African-American lady, and how that inspired the trajectory of his music and consciousness behind it. Drawing conclusion, we need to revisit this era, extrapolate from it, and repurpose it for the moments, especially the times we're in. I think there'll be a lot more amplification with the advent of social media. One could say that it's happening, but I think with a more intentional lens, this should happen as quickly as possible. I'm Sadiq Ajibola Williams. This is Grotto Stories.